Hello students, I am Vinay Kumar Singh, lecturer English in Sardar Patel Inter College Chargaon, district Jhansi. Dear students, we are going to study the formation of complex sentence by combining two or more than two simple sentences into a complex sentence with the help of adverb clause, using adverb clause. Let's know first of all what is adverb. Then we'll study adverb clause. Dear students, as we know, adverb is a word which qualifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb itself, etc. Dear students, now let's know what is adverb clause. Adverb clause is a group of words that has a subject and predicate of its own and functions as adverb. Adverb clause modifies a verb, adjective, or adverb used in other clause. Other clause here means in principal clause. Just as we can see this example, he rested when his parents came. Dear students, you can see here the underlined portion is adverb clause. Why this underlined portion is adverb clause? Simply because here is the adverb of time, subordinate conjunction of adverb of time clause when. Let's analyze this sentence, complex sentence. We can see here, students, that the underlined portion is working as adverb clause, simply because the portion modifies the verb rested. Okay, the underlined portion tells us when the rest was taken. So when his parents come is an adverb clause. Okay, students, once again you can see he rested. He rested when his parents came. So this whole clause, underlined portion, shows when the rest was taken. That's why this clause is adverb clause, because it modifies the verb rested. Let's see, note. Adverb clause comes in many forms. We can classify the adverb clause under the following heads. Let's see one by one. Dear students, adverb clause of time. When, whenever, as soon as long as, after, before, since, just as, till, until, while, etc. are main subordinate conjunctions of adverb clause of time. Let's see examples. I reached the station. The train started at once. Let's connect these two simple sentences into a complex one. As soon as I reached the station, the train started. Okay. Let's see another example. He waited for the bus. He waited till its arrival. Let's connect. He waited for the bus till it arrived. Okay. Students, you can see here the underlined portion is adverb clause. This clause is connected to the principal clause with the help of till. Till is subordinate conjunction from adverb clause of time. Students, let's see second thing. Second, adverb clause of place. Where, wherever, and whence are its important subordinate conjunctions. Let's see example. Gandhi ji went to many places. He was honored everywhere. Gandhi ji was honored wherever he went. Okay. Hello students, let's see some more conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions. Let's see. Adverb clause of reason, because, as, since, etc. are important subordinate conjunctions. Let's see examples. Dear students, first one, he failed, he was careless. This is adverb of reason, so we know he failed because he was careless. Here we have used because as conjunction, subordinate conjunction. Let's see another sentence. He was ill, he could not attend school. Since he was ill, he could not attend school. Let's underline the part of adverb clause. We have used here since. Okay, let's see another adverb clause of condition. If, in case, unless, etc. are important subordinate conjunctions of adverb clause of condition. Dear students, unless is negative, so we should keep this fact in mind. Come to me, I will help you. Let's see. If you come to me, I shall help you. Okay, if we have used here if. Do not eat too much, you will fall ill. In case you eat too much, you will fall ill. I have used here in case. Let's underline this part. Underline this one also. Dear students, let's study next one. Adverb clause of contrast. Though, although, even if, etc. are important conjunctions. Let's see. Gandhi ji was lean and thin. He was bold. Let's combine. Though Gandhi ji was lean and thin, he was bold. Dear students, you can see here we have used comma. In the place of comma, we can use yet also. Okay. Let's see another example. He was rich, he was miser. Although he was rich, yet he was miser. We have used here yet. Let's see adverb clause of comparison. Then, so, as, as, so, as are important subordinate conjunctions. Let's see examples. Raman is intelligent. Akash is not equally intelligent. Let's combine. Raman is more intelligent than Akash is. Okay. Let's see. Sudha is tall. Rekha is equally tall. Rekha is as tall as Sudha is. Okay. We have used here as as. Okay. Let's see. Adverb clause of result. Main conjunctions are so, such. Okay. So or such is used in principal clause and that in other clause. Let's see. He was very fat, he could not sit properly. He was so fat that he could not sit properly. Students, you can see here we have used so and in next class we have used that. Let's see adverb clause of purpose. So that, in order that and lest are important conjunctions. Dear students, we use may or might as per tense after so that or in order that, and lest is followed by should. Let's see example. We go to school, we want to study. There is purpose behind going to school. So we'll use subordinate conjunctions of purpose. We go to school so that we may study. You can see so that has been used here, and in next part we have used may as per tense. Let's see another sentence. Walk carefully, you may fall down. Walk carefully lest you should fall down. Dear students, you can see we have used here lest, and lest is followed by should. Okay. Students, let's see another one. Adverb clause of manner. As, for as, and as if are important subordinate conjunctions. Let's learn from examples. Example number 1. You have treated me in a certain way. I will treat you in the same way. Let's combine into a complex sentence using adverb clause. Let's see. I will treat you as you have treated me. Dear students, you can see the subordinate clause is underlined here. Let's see another example. My mother teaches me. I learn my lesson according to her. Let's combine. I learn my lesson as my mother teaches me. Students, let's see some more examples so that we may learn. Okay, let's see examples. I am quite tired. I cannot work anymore. Okay, let's see. I am so tired that I cannot work anymore. Let's see another example. He came to me. I was writing a letter. I was writing a letter when he came. Let's see third one. He worked hard. He wanted to pass. There is purpose, so we'll study use purpose, conjunction of purpose. He worked hard so that he might pass. Let's see another. Work hard, then you will succeed. This example shows condition, so we'll use the conjunction of condition. If you work hard, you will succeed. Let's see fifth example. He is poor, he is contented. This shows contrast. So we'll use the subordinate conjunctions of contrast. Although he is poor, he is contented. Let's see next one. He is a lazy boy. The other boys in the class are not equally lazy. This example shows comparison. So let's see. He is lazier than other boys in the class. Let's see the last one. The old man died. He was ill. This example shows reason. So we'll study use conjunction of reason. The old man died because he was ill. Hello students, let's see coordinating conjunctions, kinds of coordinating conjunctions. Dear students, there are four kinds of coordinating conjunctions. First one, cumulative conjunction. Second, alternative conjunction. Third one, adversative conjunction. And fourth one, illative conjunction. Let's see one by one. Cumulative conjunctions. These conjunctions connect two or more than two statements. One statement to other statements. And both ... and not only but also as well as are cheap coordinating conjunctions. Let's see with examples. First example, I went to market, I bought 3 balls. I went to market and bought 3 balls. Dear students, you can see here and is used here, okay, to connect these two sentences. Now this is a compound sentence simply because we have used and to connect these two statements. That's why this sentence is compound sentence. Students, you should know and connects two statements as well as two words also. So when we connect words, the sentence will not be a compound one. When we connect statements, in such condition, the sentence will be called compound one. So this fact should be kept in our mind. Let's see another example. She is intelligent, she is diligent. Let's connect. She is intelligent as well as diligent. Here we have used as well as. As well as is also a coordinating conjunction. So this sentence is compound sentence. Okay, let's see another example. Anil was punished. He was turned out of the class. Let's connect. Anil was not only punished. Anil was not only punished but also turned out of the class. Dear students, as you can see, we have used here not only but also. Okay, this is coordinating conjunction to connect these two statements. So this one is compound sentence. We can connect it with another way also. Let's see. Or He was punished as well as turned out of the class. Students, let's see another one. Alternative conjunctions. These conjunctions indicate the choice out of two statements, two alternatives, or more than two alternatives. Either or, neither nor, or otherwise else, etc. are important coordinating conjunctions. Dear students, neither nor is negative. Okay, let's connect these sentences. Make haste, you will miss the train. Make haste or you will miss the train. Here we have used or, okay, as coordinating conjunctions. So we can use here otherwise also. Let's see another example. Sohan does not play chess. He does not play football. Sohan plays neither chess nor football. We have used here neither, not, okay, because the sentences, given sentences are negative. Let's see another type of conjunctions, adversative conjunctions. The conjunctions which express contrast between two statements are called adversative conjunctions. But, however, nevertheless, still, yet, etc. are important conjunctions. Dear students, let's see examples and usage of this given coordinating conjunctions. He is rich, he is miser. Both sentences present contrast. So we'll use but. He is rich, but he is miser. Here the conjunction, coordinating conjunction but expresses contrast between these two clauses. Let's see another example. He worked hard, he failed. He worked hard, yet he failed. Yet he failed. Dear students, here we can see the use of yet, okay, as coordinating conjunctions, because both the statements yet shows contrast between these two clauses. Let's see another example and see. Wise men show their faults, fools avoid them. Wise men show their faults, but fools avoid them. Students, you can see here the use of but. What is used here? We can use still, yet, nevertheless, however, anyone else is suitable. Okay. Hello students, let's see the next one. Elative conjunctions. The conjunctions which give or prove the result of other statement from a statement, first statement, are elative conjunctions. So, therefore, consequently, for, hence, etc. are important elative conjunctions. Let's see examples. He cannot die in peace. He is a sinner. He is a sinner, so he cannot die in peace. Students, you can see we have used so to connect these two sentences to make a compound sentence. So is an elative coordinating conjunctions from elative sections. Let's see another one. He was careless, he failed. He was careless, hence he failed. I've used hence, okay, to make the compound sentence. Let's see next one. He is laborious, he will succeed. He is laborious, therefore he will succeed. Dear students, you can see I have used here therefore. Therefore is elative conjunction. It's also one of the coordinating conjunctions with the help of which we make compound sentences. Let's see the note. What the note says. Let's see. Sometimes compound sentences are made or formed with the help of relative pronoun or relative adverbs. Okay, relative pronouns or relative adverbs form compound sentence in continuative sense. In continuative sense, students, we should know that the work in such sentences as are formed with the help of relative adverbs or relative pronouns, the work which we find in principal class will not finish or will not be limited only to the principal class, but that work will go in the other class also in one form or other form. Okay, that's why we use these as continuative sense to form a compound sentence by combining two or more than two simple sentences. Let's see examples. They went to Sohan. He welcomed them wholeheartedly. Let's comment. They went to Sohan, who welcomed them wholeheartedly. Students, you can see here who. Who here is not relative pronoun, is relative pronoun, but it has been used here as in continuative sense. And here who means and he. Who is equal to and he, as I have shown it in bracket. Let's see another example. He went to Agra. He saw the Taj there. Let's combine by using relative pronoun or relative adverb whichsoever is suitable. He went to Agra, where here where means and there. He saw the Taj. Okay. Let's see another example. I shall see you tomorrow. We can finish the business then. I shall see you tomorrow when. Here when is equal to and then. We can finish the business. Let's see the fourth one. Devadatta shot a swan. It fell down at once. Devadatta shot a swan which, here which means and it, which is equal to and it, fell down at once. Dear students, when we use relative adverbs or relative pronouns as in continuative sense, for example, here just we have used who. Here who means and he. Where means and there. When means and then. And which means and it. Students, let's study formation of compound sentence. Dear students, we are going to study to combine two or more than two simple sentences into a compound sentence. Dear students, before we start learning the rules of making compound sentences, forming compound sentences with the help of simple sentences, let's know what is compound sentence. Let's know. Dear students, compound sentence is a sentence that has at least two clauses, out of which one is principal clause and the other one is coordinate clause, and are connected with coordinating conjunctions. Dear students, there can be more than two coordinate clauses also. Means at least there will be two coordinate clauses, but there can be more than two coordinate clauses also. Dear students, let's know what is coordinate clause. Such clauses as is coordinate clause is independent clause for its meaning and sense in the sentence at any other clause. It is not dependent on any other clause. It is independent for its meaning and for its sense. And that's why it is called coordinate clause. Note, compound sentences are also called double or multiple sentence. Dear students, let's see example. Night came on and rain fell heavily. This is example of compound sentence. Dear students, let's analyze. Understand how this sentence which is underlined is a compound sentence. As we can see here that the given sentence is a compound sentence because it has two clauses. One is night came on and the other one is and rain fell heavily. Okay, you can see here night came on one clause and the other one is rain fell heavily. Dear students, both the clauses are connected with the help of coordinating conjunction and. Here you can see and is used here. Okay. So both the clauses are connected with a coordinating conjunction. That's why the whole sentence is compound sentence. Let's see another thing. We can see that both the clauses are independent for meaning and sense. Okay. These two clauses are not dependent on any other clause. That's why these are dependent. In such compound sentence, first clause is called principal clause and other one is called coordinate clause. In compound sentence, principal clause is connected to coordinate clause with the help of coordinating conjunctions. Students, let's see the note, what the note says. A. Sometimes we see such compound sentences as have no coordinating conjunction. Let's see example number 1. Love begets love, hate begets hate. Second one, as you can see in the first one, there is no conjunction. Second, temperance promotes health, intemperance destroys it. Here in the second example, I have also not used any conjunction, coordinating conjunction. Still, both the sentences are compound one. Let's see note B, what the note B says. Sometimes the subject of principal clause and coordinate clause is same. If we do not write the subject of the second clause, the sentence is correct. Let's see. He rebuked his wanderings but relieved his pain. Dear students, you can see here in second clause there is no subject because the subject is same. Okay, as you can see in this sentence, he rebuked his wanderings but he relieved his pain. Okay, let's see note C. Sometimes both the principal clause and coordinate clause have same verb. If we do not write verb in the second clause, the sentence is still correct. Okay, let's see. Some praised the work and some the architect. Students, in second clause you can see here, which is coordinate clause, there is no verb and some the architect. Okay, because in principal clause verb is praised, in coordinate clause the verb is praised. Let's see, some praised the work and some praised the architect. Okay students, keep watching my videos, stay healthy. Thanks to all of you.